And when it comes to Caitlin Clark, she's even another step up from the person that finished second.
Are you prepared for what could be the most talked about all-star vote in WNBA history? Caitlin Clark has demonstrated just how influential fan support can be, earning close to 1.3 million votes, surpassing the combined total of the top 30 players from 2023.
There are fans out there online who say it's Fever versus everybody, and when they see this voting, it's only going to fuel that notion.
The fans have made their choice. They've chosen their star, but it seems some WNBA players aren't exactly celebrating. So, what's the latest controversy? A growing rift is forming within the league, one so deep, it's shaking the foundation of women's basketball. This goes beyond the court. It's now a battle for respect, acknowledgement, and the future of the sport. If you're standing with Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever, drop CC Record Breaker in the comments. Let's make some noise.
Clark and Collier earned the role of captains by virtue of being the two all-star starters who received the most fan votes. Caitlin Clark received 1,293,526 votes. Collier received 1,176,020 votes. Wow, that's a hell of a lot of votes. It is.
Imagine this. Nearly 1.3 million fans across the nation, casting vote after vote for one athlete. Screens glowing, devices buzzing, all for Caitlin Clark. This wasn't just a vote. It was a statement. A movement. Clark earned a staggering 1.3 million votes for the WNBA All-Star Game. Let that sink in. To put it into context, the combined total of the top 30 players back in 2023 was just 1.17 million. In 1 year. Clark alone surpassed all of them. She didn't just set a new benchmark, she completely rewrote the record. Books.
WNBA All-Star captains have been announced. Team Collier versus Team Clark, the top two vote getters when it comes to fan voting. Caitlin Clark, over 1.2 million fan votes. Napheesa Collier not too far behind with 1.1 million fan votes. Aaliyah Boston was close, less than 2,000 votes away from a Team Clark versus Team Boston All-Star Game experience. That would have been quite the entertainment, but instead we get Team Clark versus Team Napheesa Collier.
For now, here's where it gets really surprising. Back in 2023, A'ja Wilson topped the All-Star voting list with 95,860 votes, which felt like a big number at the time. But Caitlin Clark, she earned more than 13 times that total. Yes, 13 times. That kind of explosion in numbers isn't just impressive. It marks a turning point in women's basketball. Fans who once watched casually are now showing up with full passion and loyalty, almost overnight.
In 2023, get this guys, in 2023, the year before Caitlin Clark's arrival, A'ja Wilson received the most fan votes with 95,860 votes. The top 30 players had combined for 1,171,000 votes. Wow. Fewer than Caitlin Clark or Collier got by themselves this time around. Wow.
The nationwide support tells an even deeper story. Votes didn't just come from Indiana or the Midwest. They poured in from every part of the country, from small towns in Alabama to major cities in California. Fans everywhere showed up for Caitlin Clark. This wasn't about local pride. It was a wave of national recognition. And it didn't stop there. She drew significant support from international fans as well. Caitlin isn't just a rising star. She's become the face of the game. Her fan base activated like never before in women's basketball history. Social media campaigns went viral. Communities hosted watch parties and organized group voting sessions. Families made it a shared event. The WNBA had never experienced this kind of organic, passionate backing for a single player. And what does that mean for her captaincy in the All-Star Game? It means everything. With nearly 1.3 million supporters behind her, Clark brings not just skill, but influence. This game is no longer just a competition. It's a platform, and she's leading a team that truly reflects the fans' voice.
That's Caitlin Clark. That's the Caitlin Clark phenomenon right there. That is a perfect example. the year before she showed up, all the way to what? Basically 13 times the amount of votes, because she almost got 1.3 million.
We witnessed it in real time. Casual watchers became loyal WNBA followers. Caitlin Clark didn't just attract attention. She sparked genuine passion. She pulled in people who had never paid much mind to women's basketball. And now, they're checking game scores like clockwork. This surge in votes proves she's more than just talented. She's not just another standout athlete or fast-rising rookie. She's become the face of the league in the eyes of the fans. She's the WNBA's true queen. They showed up for her in massive numbers, casting their votes with purpose and pride. Never before has the voice of the fans been this loud. This united their message couldn't be clearer. Caitlin Clark is the future of women's basketball. But while millions were celebrating their chosen star, something troubling was taking shape behind the scenes.
Sophie Cunningham said nobody likes us about the Indiana Fever, and the player voting returns for the WNBA All-Star game don't exactly dispel that notion, because Caitlin Clark received the most votes overall, a captain on the team alongside Nafisa Collier. Another starter, Aaliyah Boston, was right behind them in votes, yet both Clark and AB were ranked 9th by the players in guards and front court, respectively.
Now, here's where the situation takes a sharp turn. Despite receiving nearly 1.3 million votes from fans, Caitlin Clark was ranked only 9th among guards by her fellow WNBA players. Pause and consider that for a moment. The same player who shattered all voting records was placed behind 8 other guards by those who play alongside her. The gap between fan admiration and player rankings couldn't be more striking.
There's going to come a time when the CBA negotiations are going on. The owners are sitting across from the Players Association. The negotiators are in the room. They're trying to iron out things. And the owners all come together and they ask a question. They pose a question to the players. And the question's simple. Where's Caitlin Clark? Why isn't she here? And why isn't she sticking up for you ladies and advocating on your behalf? And when the Players Association, when the people in that room hear that question, they're going to be looking at each other confused, lost, and without an answer that doesn't make them look incredibly foolish.
Results reveal a surprising story. Guards like Brittany Sykes and Natasha Cloud were ranked ahead of the record-breaking vote leader. Let's take a closer look at these rankings. Natasha Cloud isn't even seen as one of the top performers on her own team, and some sources note that Brittany Sykes' team often fares better when she's not on the court. Yet, despite this, both players received higher rankings than Caitlin Clark from their WNBA peers.
And what everybody is talking about are the player rankings when it comes to the All-Star ballot. They put Caitlin Clark number 9 as far as the guards go for the WNBA. Not number 2 behind, I don't know who would possibly be ahead of her. Not number 3, not 4, not 5. Shout out to LeBron James. Not 1, not 2, not 3. They put her all the way at number 9.
The pattern becomes even more questionable when you consider Aaliyah Boston's rankings. Despite strong backing from fans, players also placed Boston 9th in the front court voting. That means to Indiana Fever, athletes both ended up in 9th place. This doesn't seem like a coincidence. It suggests a coordinated effort. The voting results reveal a clear bias against the Fever, and the players fueling the league's rising popularity. Meanwhile, media voting ranked Clark 3rd among guards, better than the player vote, but still far below what her fan support warranted. Keep in mind, fans make up half of the overall vote in this weighted system, with the other half divided between players and media. This system aims to balance popularity with peer and expert opinion, but it also creates space for jealous players to undercut someone's accomplishments.
Behind Natasha Cloud, behind Brittany Sykes, this is absolutely egregious and downright disrespectful. Maybe in Caitlin Clark's mind, she can rationalize, okay, Sabrina. In her mind, I think she's better than Sabrina, but I'm speaking for Caitlin. I'm sorry, forgive me, Caitlin. I don't want to speak for you, but here I am. Maybe she can rationalize that in her mind. Okay, Alicia Gray's having a great year. I haven't really quite been as healthy as I'd like to be. Okay.
Consider the irony here. Caitlin Clark attracts millions of new fans to the WNBA. She fills arenas, boosts TV ratings, and generates excitement that lifts the entire league. Yet, the very players who benefit from her rise hesitate to acknowledge her properly. As Sophie Cunningham put it about the Indiana Fever, "Nobody likes us." Now the weighted voting system reveals its real function. It's less about fairness and more about control. When fans overwhelmingly back a player, the league's structure lets resentful competitors silence that support players who gain from Clark's popularity have the power to vote against her recognition. This tension is setting the stage for drama as team captains are chosen. Clark holds the authority to assemble her all-star squad. Will she reward those who respected her, or choose purely based on skill?
Caitlin Clark has to be getting a light bulb. Oh, they just don't like me, right? Once we get to the Natasha Cloud and Brittany Sykes, a light bulb has to go off. Ding, ding, ding. Oh, they just don't like me. I'm done publicly coming to your girl's defense. I'm done publicly using my cachet, using my fans, my fan base to come support you guys. We're done with that.
The jealous players have shown their true colors when it comes to Clark's rapid rise. They are not embracing the breakthrough star of women's basketball. Instead, they're trying to bring her down. But they've made one crucial error. They've handed Clark the captain's spot, giving her the power to decide who joins her in the spotlight.
Caitlin Clark and Ephesia Collier named the 2025 AT&T WNBA All-Star Game Team Captains. Clark earns her second All-Star selection, Collier her fifth. Both players are All-Star captains for the first time.
Now, Clark holds the ultimate power move. As team captain, she has the final say on who joins her and who doesn't. The WNBA has given her a perfect tool for a potential comeback. This new captain draft format is bringing unprecedented drama to women's basketball. Here's the rundown. Clark and Nisa Collier will pick their teams live on television on July 8th. Every pick will be broadcast, adding maximum entertainment value. The NBA has used this format before, sparking plenty of drama. Now it's the WNBA turn to see friendships and rivalries play out in front of a national audience.
The starters have been revealed today. You got Aaliyah Boston, shout out to AB, Paige Beckers, Caitlin Clark, Nafisa Collier, Alicia Gray, Sabrina Ionescu, Aneka Ogwumike, Satu Sabali, Brianna Stewart, and Asia Wilson will be your 10 starters that Clark and Nafisa Collier get to choose from.
Clark now faces key decisions that could shift the league's landscape. Will she choose loyal teammates like Lexi Hall and Kelsey Mitchell, or prioritize pure skill by selecting players who voted against her? This choice will reveal a lot about her values and leadership. Remember the players who ranked her 9th among guards, despite her record-breaking fan support. Now, those same players may be eager to earn her favor. Imagine Asia Wilson waiting to see if Clark includes her on the roster. The irony is undeniable. This draft format offers Clark a unique opportunity to reward those who stood by her. Holland Mitchell backed her throughout every challenge. Ollie Bofton battled with her all season long. Clark can use this moment to show the world who truly supports her rise by choosing them for her team.
When you guys are in the negotiation room and you're getting asked all these questions, where's Caitlin Clark? And you keep calling me and it goes ring, 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 ring. Shout out to Kevin Gates. When you guys text me and he gets left on red, you guys know why. You guys know why. You don't think I'm that good. And if you do think I'm that good, you don't want people publicly to know you guys think I'm that good, so you're just going to downplay me and shit on me for public perception. I'm not cool with that.
The live draft reveals league tensions like never before. Every selection is scrutinized, and every snub remembered. Players will clearly see where they stand with Clark. Cameras will catch every reaction, from disappointed looks to surprised smiles. Potential snubs could shift relationships across the WNBA. What happens when Clark skips certain players? How will they respond? This draft will create storylines that linger throughout the season. Grudges may form, alliances could strengthen, and the politics of women's basketball will unfold in real time. This moment ties directly to the WNBA's ambitious expansion plans through 2030. Clark's influence is a major factor in that growth. New teams want to capture the energy she brings. The Golden State Valkyries, for example, have already sold out games before even hitting the court. Clark's star power opens doors for everyone. The captain draft highlights her growing impact on the sport. She draws viewers, sparks conversation, and headlines news. Now, she has the platform to shine a light on the players who truly deserve recognition.
I don't know how else to really spin it, especially when you see some of the players that are voted above them in this and that wind up ranked higher. And of course, with the narrative around Caitlin Clark in the past. Let's take a look at the actual voting returns. You can see it for yourself. Here is the voting. Paige Beckers, fan rank 2, media rank 5, player rank 4, meaning she was well ahead of Caitlin Clark when it comes to the player ranks. Caitlin Clark, fan rank 1, media rank 3, player rank 9. That's a huge jump from just the media rank to the player rank.
Heading into this draft, Clark holds all the cards. She can choose to reward loyalty or prioritize pure talent. She can stir up drama or foster unity. Her decisions will reveal her vision for the future of women's basketball. The players who ranked her lower have unwittingly handed Clark a powerful opportunity, the chance to decide who stands with her in the spotlight. The queen now picks her court. Clark's record-breaking vote total goes beyond just one All-Star game. It signals a breakthrough moment for the sport. The WNBA recognizes this shift, announcing ambitious expansion plans tied directly to Clark's impact. By 2030, 3 new franchises will join the league: Cleveland in 2028, Detroit in 2029, and Philadelphia in 2030. These cities aren't random choices. They represent markets eager for the excitement Clark brings to women's basketball. WNBA Commissioner Kathy Engelbert attributes this expansion to the growing demand and investment in the sport. Demand clearly proven by Clark's 1.3 million votes. Fans want more games, more teams, and more opportunities to enjoy top-level women's basketball. New teams like the Golden State Valkyries demonstrate Clark's influence, selling out all 10 home games at Chase Center even before playing their first match. That's a remarkable sign of the sport's rising popularity. Clark's star power fuels investment pouring into women's basketball. Corporate sponsors take notice of her fan support and want to associate with her success. TV networks bid higher for WNBA broadcast rights, and arena owners push for more expansion teams. Her success lifts up teammates like Lexi Hull, Aaliyah Boston, and Kelsey Mitchell. More teams mean more roster spots. More investment means better salaries for everyone. Clark's rising tide truly lifts all boats in the league. Wherever Clark plays, viewership soars. Attendance records fall at Indiana Fever games, and television ratings spike during her appearances. Her overwhelming fan support translates into real growth for the league. The 2025 season promises to be special, with new fans tuning in to watch their voting champion and veteran players benefiting from the increased attention. The entire league rises to match the excitement Clark brings. Clark's 1.3 million votes mark the start of a revolution in women's basketball. The league's expansion plans show they're counting on sustained growth, not just a temporary surge. They see Clark as the foundation of long-term success. What records will she break next? All-Star voting was just the beginning. Next up are TV ratings, attendance figures, and merchandise sales. Clark's fan-driven empire is expanding across the entire women's basketball landscape. She's proven that fan power can overcome jealous politics every time, and this is only the beginning. Nearly 1.3 million votes show what happens when real fans unite behind their champion. No matter how the players vote, the fans have crowned their queen. Keep supporting Clark and the Fever as they gear up for an unforgettable 2025 season. Your votes matter, and your support fuels this growth. The All-Star Draft on July 8th will showcase who truly stands with women's basketball. With 3 new WNBA teams joining by 2030, this revolution starts with you. If you're behind Caitlin Clark and the Fever, drop CC Recordbreaker in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Click the video on the screen. We'll see you in the next one.